so many number of times to coming over here and getting to speak at TEDx twice. So the journey is something along these lines. I basically did my engineering from college in Nasik, KK College of Engineering, Nasik, and I was into public speaking right from my college. So I wanted to speak at TEDx. I wanted to build my personal brand. I wanted to do something which would basically bring that excitement. I wanted to do something like speaking at TEDx because I wanted to establish my credibility, and therefore I thought and I wanted to speak at TEDx. But after having come to know about how to apply at TEDx talks, I applied a lot of TEDx talks and they basically kept on rejecting me. It came to such a point that I always knew that if I have an email from a TEDx organizer, it was basically going to be of rejection. So that is how the journey got started. But then I was able to do something that turned my life around. I was able to brand myself in such a fashion that I had no longer had to go and apply at TEDx talks. I no longer had to go and submit my speaker application form, because normally if I have to share with you, normal procedure is you come across their website. They have a speaker application form. You go in there, you fill up the details, your name, your phone number, your email IDs, what is your idea, give a description about about what you'll be speaking at TEDx. And then if you're selected, sometimes they video call you, sometimes they'll basically ask you to make a video about your topic to see your skills and your idea. So that's a normal procedure, and I basically failed to get a TEDx talk by such a procedure. And therefore, I started branding myself, and I started branding myself on social media. Now, here comes the important part. I branded myself on social media, especially on platforms like LinkedIn, in such a fashion that they knew me for one niche. So if I knew that I was into motivational speaking and public speaking, so I kept on focusing and I kept on sharing content related to public speaking, related to motivation, and all these things, and it was all original content. So I didn't used to copy content from the internet and just post it as a motivational quote. I always tried to keep the content original, so that it would basically act as a reference for them. It would basically be I would basically be in the top of their minds when it comes to a motivational speaker or a good public speaker. And that is how I was able to create a brand for myself. And like when I kept on branding myself in such a fashion, I got my first TEDx talk. I got an invitation from the TEDx organizer on a social media platform called LinkedIn. He private messaged me that I know would like you to come here and speak at TEDx. And the first TEDx talk happened on January 2019. After the first TEDx talk happened, I got this opportunity. I was sharing this. It was, and all the buzz was created. I got my second TEDx talk invitation right after my first TEDx talks invitation came in. So both of these opportunities came at a very and in a very similar, I guess, at a very similar time. I could say that. So at a very similar time, both of these opportunities came to me, and I gave both of these TEDx talks, and believe me, it was one of the most amazing opportunities that I've ever gotten. Going and basically getting to share the stage with such amazing comedians like Rajat Chauhan, sensations like Mr. Baba Sehgal, and so many amazing people who are doing such amazing work in their fields and doing press conferences over there, getting that TEDx photo, basically standing right there on that red carpet, and I know the TEDx logo behind you. It's really an amazing feeling, and I've been able to get so many opportunities because of those TEDx talks. I go at so many places to speak, and many of the times people have seen me. If I'm doing an org event, I'm saying if I'm doing an event or conference, I'm speaking at an event and conference. If people do know me, if let's say 100 people do attend the event, and some people do know me, then there's a very good chance they know me because of TEDx. So it has basically changed my life. So if you guys want to know the exact procedure as to how I did it, then you guys can go check out the website events.venkikataria.com, and there you would get all the details. Or you could also call me. I'll put the number in the description. I'll basically, once you call that number, you'll get your doubts answered if you have any. So looking forward to see you at TEDx. Bye bye, guys.